found Buff at the town's playground of all places with a crowd of young kids. I don't want to say it, but these guys have a habit of hanging out with a young boy.
That's literally what I was thinking too. I know that's not the story is trying to imply, but that's two in a row who have found themselves wandering towards young foals.
This is not good, Dash. You should tell them that. With a crowd of young foals and their parents around him as he flexed.
Sweet Celestia.
She groaned to herself as she approached.
Let's see. I want to say you were Buff. No, was I?
I was Biff, but it's okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to read Buff then?
Sure, you can be Buff.
Now I've been known by many names and gone to many gyms. Some know me as Malcolm Flex, others as the CEO of Migvley.
I don't know what the other one means, but Malcolm Flex, that's pretty good.
I don't get it. Bill Clades. In some circles, a leading scientist on being jagged. Charles Barvin. Yeah, I get that one. But it doesn't matter what name you go by, as long as you look like you could bench or press the moon. Jeez, Luna must have gotten really annoyed with these guys. Like, can you stop bench pressing my moon?
Seriously?
Princess.
I'd be pretty pissed if I was Luna.
Maybe that's how Luna escaped. They took the moon of bench pressers and she's like, oh, I might as well hop off right now, and then she hopped off the moon.
She's like, could you guys just, try and bench press the sun? I know it's really hot, but you probably won't even die.
He then began to perform one-armed vertical push-ups.
Mr. Buff, some doctors say excessive maths is bad for your health. Is that true?
The lanky young coy with the camera around his neck asked, listen, kid, doctors may have spent 12 years studying the body, but I spent 12 months building this body. Plus, I get my facts straight from the pony upstairs. According to the Swally Bible, you can never have too much mass.
I honestly refuse to believe, maybe they're just bad with time. I refuse to believe that they only spent 12 months building those bodies.
They're timeless. They went to the future, and that's why he's Biff.
Maybe so.
Quote old and odd as he spout his wisdom as he wanted. And so this card is easily impressed, but then again, it's poorly made.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's almost like they're real background ponies. Mr. Buff.
Incredible mane.
Mr. Buff, you mentioned earlier something about a pump. Can you explain a little more about what it's like to get one of those?
Buff smiled, now stopping his push-ups. It's simple. A pump's like riding two jet skis at the same time. Except one of those jet skis is a wider than farts lightning, and the other is two jet skis.
What? Alright then.
Rainbow pushed her way through the crowd.
I'll take your word for it, Buff. Buff, can I talk to you for a second, please?
He flipped back onto his heels and smiled. I had me. Check it out, everyone. He probably was standing there like, oh yeah, it's me. Check it out, everyone. It's funny, it's just a rainbow dash. He put her into a headlock before she could stop him and give her a nudgy.
Buff, knock it off!
She demanded, whistling in iron grip. The second, I don't know.
It's like that sentence was written by Buff himself.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the also was writing us, and Buff was like, "You insult me!" and punched him so hard and took over.
Probably so.
Will you please just head back to? That's it.
Oh, will you please just head back to my place without lifting anything along the way?
Buff sensed desperation and tone that instantly humbled him. Sure, D, no prob. He removed his sweaty tank top and tossed it to Featherwhite, the silk garment slapping him
Jeez, you guys really do have a weird thing going on with the Colts and Phillies in this town.
Snapped his wetness across the guy's face.
Thanks, Mr. Buff.
He said enthusiastically. Jeez, he's as much as a slut as rarity. Yeah, it's my one rarity inside birth. Sorry.
Yeah, it's required.
Don't mention it, kid. It was your size one. I mean, I was your size one. It would be amazing if the suit was like his size once, but he just stretched it so far.
Yeah, man, that'd be an impressive tank top. Alright. 2 down, 4 to go. I mean, I can
Yeah.
believe that they have, like, magical clothing in Equestria. I mean,
For butt gritting ponies.
yeah. We all know that, I mean, like, freaking, Rarity makes edible boots for some reason.
Wait, she did?
Yeah, remember the, edible gold powder in that one episode?
I actually do not.
Oh. It's a Babseed episode.
Well, I think I'm slightly remember it, but I can't for sure.
Okay.
A gathering of ponies in town square drew her attention as she landed to shake out the commotion. Crash and bash along
I
with
just-
Ponyville's own.
I just realized that another reference there. Crash Bandicoot. And there's actually a
Right.
game called Crash Bash, so I'm pretty
Ah.
sure that's a reference.
Along with Ponyville's own resident, Musclehead Boy Biceps were in the heat of a Hope wrestling match. You see, he was wrestling both of them? Boy is a badass.
I think he was only wrestling one, but if he is wrestling both, that's impressive. Let's see. Come on, Bash, you're weak. You gonna let this cupcake beat you?
The crowd cheered equally for both ponies as the arms of Morph began to budge and twitch.
You're going down, new meat.
But replied to gritted teeth.
What are you gonna do when Bulkamania goes wild on your brother?
Jeez, he's the sister of Pinky Ray.
Clearly, he's related to.
Seems like
Hulk.
all the giant ponies has a sister. Like, wait, he's the sister. Okay, you know what I meant. Either way, I'm moving on. Boy Kiss getting leverage against him by an inch. Crash looked up and noticed Rainbow.
Little D.
Bash glanced up, the momentary distraction, enough for Boy to gain the upper hoof and slam Bash's hoof against the crate.
Oh yeah!
Boy shouted, standing and thrusting his hoofs in the air. He turned around after waving to the crowd.
Good round, bro. Good round.
He bumped hoofs as the crowd dispersed.
T, you made me lose.
Dash complained, so he was distracted by little D.
He was indeed. That makes a lot of sense, I think. At least this one's not hanging around foals. Me, you guys, can you just...
Dash put a hoof to her forehead.
Can you please just head back to my place real quick?
They looked at each other before glancing back to Dash.
Sure, Dash. We'll see you there.
I mean, if anything, I'm very easily convinced.
Yeah, they are. It
I've
does.
searched.
Yeah, it
I've
doesn't
searched
take
all.
long. Ah, god damn it! Fucking read your line.
Maybe I searched all over town. There's no sign of Smash or Gash. I can't was killing people. After giving up, in fact, Smash also sounds like a killer.
He does. Sounds really violent.
After giving up, she recalled the one place she hadn't checked yet. A small cottage on the edge of the forest that was last. Oh no, 2 killers in Fluttershy.
Oh,
Was its last place in town. She circled her head.
no.
But 2 huge bears chasing her brothers.
What's gonna happen when the 2 buffest stallions in town go into Fluttershy's shed?
Where they die.
Sweet Celestia!
She screamed, speeding toward them before both Smash and Gash turned, ready to face a charging bear.
Are you 2 crazy?
She shouted.
Just a little.
Gash replied, colliding with the bear and continuing to wrestle it.
Fluttershy, get out here quick!
First, I rounded the corner to picture the picture of calm.
Let's see.
Am I reading her?
I don't know. I guess I can. Can you be a Fluttershy?
What's the matter, Rainbow? That's my best Fluttershy.
Yeah, it's not bad. What's the matter?
Dash couldn't believe This even warranted explanation.
Your bears are attacking my brothers!
But you know, it's not your brothers that are in the bear concert.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Oh, that's not the case at all, Rainbow. Gash and Smash is just helping the bear brother get some exercise. They rarely get a chance to work out with someone their size.
Yeah, jeez, D, chillax.
Gash replied, high-fiving the bear.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty awesome, I'll admit.
America.
That is the picture of America, buff dude high-fiving a bear. Yeah.
Guess it's Canada.
I'm kind of, I don't know, to be honest, so far it doesn't seem like your brothers are causing all that much commotion.
They haven't done anything bad, yeah.
Yeah,
The worst was probably that they were gonna, like, baby crush Battle Bloom.
Well, yeah, okay, that one I'm not so sure about. But aside from that, I mean, you know, wrestling the bears, that seems like a good idea.
I mean, this is very much the Fluttershy bear thing that we had with Lesson 0.
Yeah, exactly. There's, will you please go back to my house now? Alright.
They flew off towards the house, followed closely by Rainbow.
I didn't
even know Rainbow had brothers, Fluttershy said to Angel as he shrugged.
And then spontaneously combusted. Oh, what?
Then Angel killed her, which was the twist. It was neither Gash nor Bash were the killers. It was actually Angel.
All along. That explains it all.
Wait, I didn't even know you had brothers, Twilight said, sipping a tea in her friendship throne room.
Oh my gosh,
she has a castle.
Yeah. See, one of them should have been here, trying to lift the castle. I know, nobody did.
Why didn't you tell us about them earlier? I was gonna say it, but then Dash said it. Dash narrowed her eyes at Twilight.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Why didn't you tell us about Shining earlier?
Twilight nodded, retconning. Bad writing.
Yeah. That's unfortunately I was thinking. Honestly, not Flash Sentry. Flash Sentry isn't at all what I was gonna say. Shining Armor makes a lot less sense. I don't blame Rainbow Dash for not wanting to tell anybody about these guys.
Hey, maybe that wasn't Barrow's for Shining Armor. I mean, I was a dude who just dates princesses.
Well, yeah, probably so. He probably just got lucky and found a princess he that was interested. He probably, like, joined the royal army to flirt with the princesses.
Actually, that's that canon. It's like Shining Armor is just like, I don't know, he's actually a complete loser who just dates princesses against drug.
Man, that's a new one. I kind of like that. Anyway, it's just...
Point taken.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, it's just that they blow into town, no warning, no nothing. I haven't even talked to them in years. They eat all my food and just blow back out of town again. Is that messed up or what?
Twilight, right, you kind of told him to leave.
Well, yeah.
Twilight rubbed her chin, shifting in her chair. It is pretty rude, but maybe this is an attempt to reconnect with you. Maybe they didn't know of any other way, other than just to show up and act like everything's good. Twilight sipped her tea and rinsed. It was still very hard. Jeez, did Spike, like, try to assassinate you too?
I know, seriously. Why did you sip your tea and think it would be hot?
Take it from me. Take it from me. Brothers can be pretty thick-headed. You know what I mean.
I don't know, Twilight. Maybe I overreacted.
Look, they're still at your house, right? It's not too late to apologize and make amends, you know. For what? They ruined your life!
Yeah,
I mean... Shining Armor came in. Like imagine, Twilight was about to come in Alicon and then Shining Armor, like, shows up. It's like, hey, Celestia, Twilight said you're a fat bat. It's like, fuck you, Twilight, and then she gets banished to the moon.
You know, that's fair, actually. Like... She didn't really need to kick them out of town, but to be fair, like, they did kind of, ruin her whole meet and greet with the bosses.
And the whole, like, plan of drugging them.
Yeah, that too.
So expensive drugs, man. She had to, like, pay Pinkie Pie at least one of her livers.
Jeez.
Dash stood for my crystal share.
I guess you're right. By the way, get some cushions for these thrones. They suck on your lower back.
Ava took off of a casual window. Took off out of her usual window. Spike brought a tray of gems to the table.
Well, are those just for you, Spike? I don't think anyone else is gonna eat those.
Well, maybe he's just that guy who like brings all these snacks to the party. It's like, wait, I'm the only guy who eats that. Oh, more for me.
Maybe so. What was that about?
Spike popped a gem into his mouth. Wait, was that not what I was eating? No, that's not what I was eating. Fuck me. Rainbow's brothers embarrassed her, but she probably overreacted and now she feels bad about it. That's about it. Twilight, Spike popped another gem into his mouth.
As Twilight punched him in the face. Wow, that's pretty summary, whatever that means. Almost makes this whole day kind of pointless, huh? Was that the entirety of your life too? It's like, man, I remember those times I didn't see the Twilight, Rainbow Dash's brothers come to town.
Yeah, no day besides that.
Maybe so. Maybe Twilight
Spike
just...
is not allowed to have a memory. Maybe he like did forget everything like 2 minutes later, so he doesn't become conscious of his existence.
I was gonna say, I think whenever the camera's not rolling or fanfiction's not going, Twilight just keeps Spike in a cage. And then she lets him out for the 2 lines he has. Yeah, maybe so. Probably in a barrel, yeah.
Maybe she's like, I don't wonder if he's still in there. And if I owe him, he's in there. Anyway. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Let's see. Alright, boys, little D's pretty upset. And looking back on it, we did just kind of use her bed as a bed and breakfast. Wait, I think
I said I'd have bed, but okay. It would be a pretty amazing bed if it was animal.
Yeah.
Bob said to his brothers in Rainbow's living room.
That and we didn't even make any plans to spend time with her or get her to lift or pump her up or any of the stuff good big brothers do.
I would agree.
I think she'd rather you guys didn't try to do that. I'd be more annoyed if I had someone come into town and just be like, "Hey, ready to get pumped with us? We're gonna make you work out now that we're here."
Bash agreed. Biff stood from the couch, removing his sunglasses for the first time in...
Jeez.
Shit is going down. Fellow beefcakes. I know what we have to do. Now hear me out, but if we're all in agreement, and we can pull this off, we have our little D-bag.
And that's the most important thing.
But if you make her lift, she ain't a little D anymore.
Exactly. I'll make them all sad. I didn't think this plan through very well.
After the plan was hatched, Rainbow pushed open the door, more defeated than any of them had ever seen their spunky young sister.
D, we've got something to tell you. We wanted to apologize for using you like we have been. That just sounds wrong in all kinds of out of context.
Well, they just wanted to pump her up.
Yeah.
Dash looked up at all of them. For the first time since they arrived, she smiled.
Actually, you guys, I wanted to apologize for being such a jerk in town today.
Dash sat up on the arm of the couch inside.
The truth is, you guys kind of bum me out. But not because of who you are. I love you guys. The thing is, you guys are really stupid. And, aside from that, you're everything I want to be. But you're pretty stupid. You're everything you wanted to be, though, including really stupid. You reached your dreams, you're all huge! But me, I've tried to be a Wonderbolt, but the closest I've ever come is the reserves.
And tornadoes. And all the other cool stuff I've done, but hey, I have enough harmony and saved the world 4 times.
I know, I only saved the world 4 times and done an aerial move that no one else in the universe has ever done.
And I only know, like, part of the princesses, and I could
Yeah.
probably get anyone to kiss my hoofs if I wanted to, but
I could
I'm
probably
such a
have
failure.
I could have you all assassinated this very instant if I wanted.
Pretty much, you could just be like, Twilight, teleport them to like somewhere.
To the
Teleport them to
sun.
whatever the friendship planet is.
Yeah.
Planet of friendship. Rainbow Side.
It's just seeing you guys living your dreams, going to competitions and winning. It just makes me really sad. I wish you all had terrible lives. You deserve it. Oh, it's not that it reminds I haven't quite reached my dreams.
Silence over took the blows as they blew up their little sister had just dropped on them.
Rainbow, you've saved the world, like, more than once. Sure, we can lift, but we can't kick a dragon in the face.
Which was like the one time she didn't save the world. Buff replied.
I know.
I think you guys can kick a dragon in the face. I mean, I can get Spike over here right now.
Jeez.
Imagine this one time with my grandma said, like, we can fix that. Spike!
That should be how this story ends. Yeah, and as glorious as we look with a full pump and plenty of baby oil, there's no way we can take on Discord. Unless the goal was to catch him, Mirren?
Gosh.
What?
Gosh.
I really wish I knew what that meant.
I have no idea. It must be crazy and I definitely, yeah.
Little D, we're sorry we messed up your dinner with those Wonderbolt guys, so I came up with a plan to make it up to you.
Gonna kidnap the Wonderbirds and make them sleep with you. Yay!
Yay!
Fed a bite of unease runs through her stomach.
A plan?
Beefcake Brigade and change knowing glances.
Man, I hope that's what their nickname actually is. The Beefcake Brigade.
When there's Warrior at the front lines, catching bullets for everyone else.
Exactly. Leave it to us, D. Dear Princess Celestia, so my brothers came in for a surprise visit, and initially they ruined nearly my entire life, and on top of that, they were pretty much using my house as a hotel. So in return, I was a pretty big jerk to them, and I learned that payback is best sold hot. But they surprised me by actually apologizing, and they had a plan to make it up to me. At first...
Arrow dashes. Letters have voice cracks in them.
Well, you know, they are sent by Spike. I imagine Spike makes everything have voice cracks. He is a baby after all.
Switch, I think Spike's like the only character who never voice cracked in that show.
Probably. I was worried, after all. My brothers aren't exactly bright. Well, I doubt, like, Big Macintosh's voice cracked. There's probably a lot that haven't, but...
Yeah. I meant, like, one of the main characters.
Okay, yeah.
Because I know Ramodash has voice cracked.
Yeah, definitely. You know who's really voice cracked? Sweetie Belle. I know she's not a main character, but, it would have probably made more sense if I inferred her somehow, but she doesn't really send letters. Anyways... I guess
this is part of the letter, by the way. This is all part of the letter. It's like, what the hell are you writing, Spike?
Yeah, probably so. At first I was worried. After all, my brothers aren't exactly bright. They're actually practically retarded. So what'd they do? They sold their tickets to Mr. Universe and used the money to get me a seat at the Wonderball charity fundraiser, and donated a ton of bits in my name. And all they wanted in return was a drink at the bar across the street. They didn't get into that many brawls while I was there chatting up with Spitfire and Sword. I mean, not that many. They only knocked out about 80% of the customers and the bartender.
And pretty much everyone who was a one-up who was not Spitfire and so on.
Yeah, exactly.
Just when I see the Spitfire as a one-up team wrestling these guys.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. So I guess if I learned anything, is that you can pick your friends, but not your family. So with that in mind, I learned it's never too late to reconnect with your loved ones. And in the end, just like solid friendships, family is forever, and will stick by your side no matter what. Sincerely, Rainbow Dash. P.S. Here's us outside the fundraiser in Cloudsdale. It was a blast! And, that certainly is a picture of them. Wow.
The yellow one is extremely creepy.
I think the purple one creeps me out more.
But the purple one is fine. The yellow one is creepy.
You say so. I don't really think for the most part, they're all pretty creepy. The green one's, of course, my favorite. The red one is kind of... I don't know. I don't even know what to say about these dudes.
There's the... Okay, Princess Celestia smiled at the picture, folding the score and setting it aside on her pillow. She sipped a cup of hot cocoa and burned her mouse too. God damn it, Spike! In a still chamber. Setting it down, she stared at the score. Why do they keep sending me those? I haven't been able to make head or tail of Amos Whiting since day one.
Oh, man. That's pretty great, actually. What is this? I can't read this shit.
I mean, it's kind of true if you just get, like, fucking random letters like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure after Applejack sent the I learned nothing letter, she just gave up. It's like, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Well, mostly, I think also, I mean, Rainbow Dash does write her letters, you know, like most Pegasi or Earth ponies would, with her pen in the mouth, so, you know.
That's not fair if they don't use Spike.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, that was our amazing reading of Lift. Did you even?
Yep.
And I believe I still don't lift.
I don't really either.
This story has taught me why not to lift.
Yeah. Apparently, if you lift, you turn into one of these guys, and that's pretty horrifying. But to be honest, it was a pretty enjoyable fic. I don't have any major complaints with it, and it didn't really have that many spelling or grammar errors either, so that's good.
I mean, there was like
one or two,
mistakes,
yeah.
but there was no flaw.
Right, exactly. So,
Really, I don't know why he would. I mean, I think he missed the first quotation mark twice. I don't know why that would happen, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We all had fun, and thank you all for watching.
And we'll
you
blow you all later. Have to try to remember. I mean, I know I keep harping on that, but this being the final case, it feels like it hits home even more than usual.
And you know what all the lesson goes. The only way to keep the ghosts away is have an orgy, so get to it.
Exactly. That's when she appears.